had MP from Kangema, that is Veronica Maina, say she discourages child marriage, and that's very good. Only that she was my friend when she was Form 4, almost getting her, but nothing bad happened, Your Excellency. But I'm proud that since the year 2008 up to now, she remains one of the only wife that I have. And therefore, I want to attest, this is a school that builds very good character, and we are so proud of this school. And secondly, it's a school that has grown very well in terms of infrastructure. When I came here, I was so surprised. This looks like a very, 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 very good school in terms of infrastructure. Congratulations, the management of Mugori Girls. Yeah. And therefore, allow me also, on behalf of Murang'a people, to endorse all the requests that they have made to you, Your Excellency. Please accede to those requests. This is going to be a very great school once those requests are acceded. Your Excellency, you sent us governors to go and fulfill our agendas, Your Excellency. That has been your clarion call. And based on that instruction that you gave us, Murang'a government had 4 promises that we had made to the people of Murang'a. Number 1, it was on health. We want to report to you, we have introduced a special card, which is an arrangement between Murang'a County and the NHIF, where we give special and unique benefits to the people of Murang'a. And currently, that NHIF scheme has 20,000 households. In the next year, we want to upscale that to 30,000 households. We also found that in the year 2015, an amendment was made to the CDF Act, barring CDF from doing devolved functions. Therefore, members of parliament abandoned several health centers. We are doing an agenda to ensure all abandoned health centers have been completed. We are happy to report we are towards achieving that goal to ensure we complete our renovations of various dispensaries. We are also renovating our level 4 hospitals. We have 7 of them, and we are happy because that's what we promised the people of Murang'a. Secondly, Your Excellency, you had urged us as county governments to implement a minimum guaranteed return. We want to report that we introduced it for mangoes and also for milk farmers. Currently, for milk, we have 19,000 farmers who every month they receive a certain subsidy per month directly sent to them. And therefore, milk production has almost doubled in Murang'a because of implementing that major promise you told us. Thirdly, Your Excellency, in terms of education, it is unfortunate the Constitution provides we only deal with early childhood education, the nurseries. But we are happy to report that we have renovated through a scheme called Community Projects 126 new ECDs to make them look good. And secondly, we are giving 42,000 ECD pupils every day free feeding program in terms of Uji every day. And that is what was a promise you told us to fulfill. Finally, Your Excellency, we have unveiled a program called Smart City. The idea is that the county governments may not be able to tarmac all roads. It's very expensive. But if we were to do targeted programs targeting our urban centers, there will be a better return on investments. And therefore, based on that, we have been able to tarmac 7 markets, 8 markets in the entire county of Murang'a. I will finish by thanking you on a single issue called automation. We believe the best legacy we leave to the people of Murang'a is to automate our services. That way you make a government that is clean, that is efficient, and you reduce corruption. And of course we have automated revenue streams, but there is one partnership that we have done with the Minister of Health. And we want, on behalf of Murang'a, please tell her thank you, together with your government. Murang'a Level 5 Hospital is now the only Level 5 hospital in the Republic of Kenya that is fully automated in terms of services. You only need to go with your ID. you access all your services. And after you are done, the record is kept in your mobile phone. And that would not have been possible were it not for the positive relationship we have with your national government. Maybe the only agencies would urge you to tell them to do a little bit better are the ROSE agencies, that is Kenha, Kura, and Kera, because there are some areas that we are still struggling to agree on them on how to move our county forward. So without much ado, allow me to take this opportunity to welcome the Deputy President of the Republic of Oz. Yes, the Minister in charge of education, that is Mr. Mashogu, and we are happy for your good work. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Your Excellency, the Governor, the members of Parliament present, the Majority Leader in the Senate, the Majority Leader in the National Assembly, the Chairman of the Board of Management, my colleagues, the Cabinet Secretaries, Aris Wahome, my brother Uwaro, and all of us, the parents and the students, good morning, good afternoon. Your Excellency, last month, I had a meeting with the Form 4s of this school in Simastea, and we did agree that I was to come here sometime, but you have come ahead of me. Umekuwa mbio, lazima nitafuata nitimise ile agano ambayo tulifanya na watoto. And Your Excellency, the time we had a meeting with the Form 4s, that time, we did agree that they were going to improve their academic performance. And in a very special way, Your Excellency, I want to thank the principal of this school and the chairman, because for the last 3 years, there has been a tremendous improvement in academics in this particular school, because way back we had a mean score of 7.0, and last year the mean score of this particular school was 8.7. And when I met the Form 4s last month at Simastea, they gave me an assurance that this year it will be 9. But again, as I came discussing with the teachers and the Form 4s this morning, Your Excellency, before you came, they said they are encouraged and properly motivated with your coming, and now it will not be 9, it will have to be more than 10. Si wanafunzi mulisema hivyo? Si mulisema hivyo? Your Excellency, apart from this being a symbol of holistic academic excellency, they have also done very well in extracurricular activities. And one of the games that is in the school that we are encouraging is basketball. Muko na basketball. And Your Excellency, your administration has done very well, because last year we got 5 million for this particular school, and for Murang'a County as a whole, we were able to give 137 million to the different schools in Murang'a, and the chair budget knows the percentage of that. So when you go to the percentage, we actually did very well. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, because the total allocation given to the education sector this particular year is such that it has never happened in this country ever since independence. Because we have 630 billion, which is 29% of the total budget of this country, and there before, the percentage that we used to have, the highest was 26%. We also thank you, Your Excellency, for the 56,000 teachers, and we assure you, Your Excellency, that there will be equity. The sacred mandate that you have given us, we will make sure that there is prudent management of the resources given the Ministry, Your Excellency. With those remarks, Your Excellency, I want to recognize my brothers and colleagues. We have Erio Dowaro, ICT CS, and Your Excellency, we are partnering the TVET institution here We have given the 100 computers, and the Member of Parliament can be able to confirm that. I will invite my sister, the CS who comes from this area, Alice Wahome, for a minute to make her remarks, and then from there I will be able to invite His Excellency the Deputy President. Welcome, Madam.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, your Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, Bishop James Maria, my good friend for a long time, the Governor Murang'a County, my colleagues and the members of Parliament led by our two majority leaders, all protocols observed. Wasichana, warembo, Mugoi girls, habari zenu? How are you? Mambo? Mambo? Si mko na rais leo? Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I understand the constraint on time. Thank you for the opportunity. It would be wrong for a woman leader, a cabinet secretary, and I want to acknowledge the members of Parliament, the women leaders from this county, just start once again so that we can actually, Veronica Mukoapi, just start so that the girls here, there is Betty, Wamaua, Nataka, Hawa, Wapigiwe, Makofi. I want to just encourage the girls that ahead, please sit down. Ahead, there is room, there is space for women leadership. Your Excellency, in this particular county, it would have been wrong if I didn't come here to just, Your Excellency, remind you, and particularly the people of Murang'a, that we have several projects of water. One of those projects, Your Excellency, and you know it very well, is Idanga Water Supply, which is 1 billion Kenya shillings. We have Keno Makutano, Your Excellency, Water and Sewerage System, which is 900 million shillings. We have Gatanga Community Water Supply, 320 million shillings. We have here Madhioya Keharo combined project of about 270 million shillings, and that project is operational. Then we have Maragua Town, where Mheshimiwa Maua is serving as the MP. We have planned 15 kilometers of water distribution from Maragua Dam, which is just new and completed. And then finally, Your Excellency, you will maybe possibly speak about Maragua 4, which you have directed that it becomes one of the priority dams among the 6 PIP projects, a very huge dam that will answer the problem of water for Maragua, Kandara, Kigumo, and Gatanga, and Kandara. Maragua 4 in the long term will be the solution. There was a request regarding Boho. Your Excellency, this is your meeting. I am at your service. I will go in respect of what you will advise. In fact, Mwaora should have made use of my office before, but now that Your Excellency is here, I think I will take your directions regarding a Boho for this particular school. And this is a school that I had wanted to come, lakini mambo hivi kaenda vibaya 1 point or 2. So the new proposals by our cabinet secretary, Your Excellency, would have helped me even going forward for purposes of university. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Your Excellency, kindly with your permission, under 1 minute, because we have the top leadership of our National Assembly and the Senate here. Please, Kimani Chungwa, 1 minute. And yes, please, 1 minute only.
Thank you, CS. Your Excellency, the President and our Deputy President, na watu wa Mogoiri Girls, good afternoon. Asante. Your Excellency, mimi sina mengi because of time. Just to welcome you to this great school. And as the Governor said, he was not the only lucky one. I know quite a number of members of Parliament and other friends who have benefited from the intellect that comes from this great school of Mogoiri Girls. Your Excellency, let me just say you are a great inspiration to these young ones, not just in this school but in our nation, when they see you today serving as the President of the Republic of Kenya, and even affording time to come and spend time with them on a day like this, you inspire them to know that they can grow to be anything that they want to grow into after their studies, after working hard in school. Your Excellency, you serving us as the President of the Republic of Kenya, having come from the humble background that you came from, and knowing that hundreds or millions of our school-going children, especially those who are in our public schools, all come from humble backgrounds like the one that you came from, together with our Deputy President, and many of us, Your Excellency, is indeed a great inspiration. Your Excellency, in conclusion, your presence here today in a school environment signifies the kind of peace and tranquility that Kenya is enjoying today. And I must take this opportunity to thank you for having ensured that the people of Kenya continue to enjoy the peace and tranquility that they prayed for even as they went into elections, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I know our police force has been vilified for the actions that they have had to take to ensure that there is peace and our country, law and order thrives. But I want to encourage you that the task force, Your Excellency, that you appointed to look into the welfare of our officers, to hasten in the work that they are doing so that our police officers in this country are well taken care of. Well taken care of as well as they took care of the lives and property of Kenyans during these last 3 days when those who are engaging in subversive activities tried to interfere with the peace and law and order of our country, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, let me also take this opportunity to ask those investigative agencies that are in charge of investigations, and I know even those of us in the Fourth Estate, we are very quick to vilify our police officers, but we fail to recognize that there are criminal elements that have taken advantage of the demonstrations that were called by those in the opposition. And we have seen even armed groups engaging our police officers with arms. Honorable Your Excellency, Mr. President, the day before yesterday in Kangemi, there was a group that fired at police officers. And we are lost at what the police are expected to do when criminals using firearms are firing at police officers in the disguise of demonstrations. Our police officers must be firm to maintain law and order, and we must continue encouraging them. And we ask the investigative agencies to make sure that the criminal elements that have penetrated these demonstrations, Honorable Speaker, as those who have called for the demonstrations, we hear they call for the demonstrations, and together with their families, some have gone to Mombasa on holiday, others are in Dubai, others are in London, as they leave young people to be battered in the streets and to fight with the policemen in the streets, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Mr. President, Your Excellency, you know we are used to addressing the Speaker in Parliament. So you should have said point of order, Mr. President, and I would have resumed. So, Your Excellency the President, being the Commander-in-Chief, I want to encourage you that do not relent in safeguarding the peace and security of our country. And nobody should intimidate our officers who have done a splendid job in maintaining law and order. With those many remarks, Your Excellency, allow me to now invite the Leader of Majority in the Senate, my brother Aaron Cheruiyot.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the President, Deputy President, leaders, and the girls of Mugoiri, and the whole school community. Naomba niwasalimu wote hamjambo. Well, Your Excellency, I have a very difficult task because the closer we get to you speaking, those of us that are speaking here, the more time we take, maybe you are standing between us and the Scania bus for the school. So we'll try and be very brief so that we don't take a lot of time. Secondly, Your Excellency, is just to congratulate this school because of the stellar story that we've had the opportunity to read and learn of the growth, your growth as an institution, and the tremendous work that you continue to do. I wish you well, the students that have had the opportunity to study in this great institution, and wish you success as you prepare for your exams and all the work that you do in your institution. Finally, Your Excellency, just to say that your coming here is not in vain. Perhaps maybe, and I'll say this because I'm among the youngest of leaders that are here, many of you may have forgotten what it feels as a student to see leadership stand before you. There is a spark and there is a fire that lights up in the heart and the mind of a student when they see leaders before them. It encourages them to be better. It makes them to dream and realize that they can too be great, just like the students said in the poem that they shared with us here. So thank you for finding time to visit with our girls. Finally, Your Excellency, I agree with what the leader of the majority in the National Assembly has said about the need for you to be firm so that we can have sanity in our country. We cannot have a country, Your Excellency, where people fear to walk freely and go about their business. I want to request even our colleagues in the media to bear with our police officers, because I watched the news yesterday and I see the kind of criticism that is being leveled on our police officers without realizing the difficult work that they have to do. Some of them are facing hardcore criminals that are coming to them with machete, stones, and they are throwing them at our police officers. In fact, I want to challenge you as a media. The same way you are showing people that have been hurt on the demonstration, please visit Mbagathi Hospital and see the number of police officers that are lying in bed. Some of them have been cut, some of them have been shot at by criminals, some of them have gone through very difficult. Police officers are people's children as well. So as they do their work, let us give them the support that they need. The challenge about one or two that maybe have done one or two things that we don't agree with is a challenge that we have everywhere, because in every institution, challenges will be there. So, Your Excellency, stay firm together with your deputy as you secure the dreams of these young people by giving them a country that they can excel in. I thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I now invite the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya to make his remarks, and I invite His Excellency the President. Welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, Your Lordship, the Bishop, leaders present, the Chief Principal, and the girls, God is good. And all the time. Hi, girls. Your Excellency, today I will not say anything because I'm in a situation that I'm not able to say much. I normally know I'm a truthful person. And the truth of the matter is that I'm very shy to face so many girls. So kwa leo tu acha tu, sababu unajua hakuna mtu hana weakness yake. We may look very strong there, lakini with all these girls looking at me, I'm not able to say much. But I heard the chairman say that I should take care of something on Sunday. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, the way you clapped and cheered, it must be something very good. So whatever it is that he asked me to do, I'll do. Your Excellency, even I'm not able to face these girls, as I look down, I want to thank you on behalf of government and the people of Kenya for your leadership and strategic guidance in restoring sanity in our republic. Your Excellency, on the 13th of September last year, in Kasarani, before God and men, you took the Bible and swore to protect the Constitution, and in that very Constitution, there is a provision to protect life and property, and that is what you have done, Your Excellency. Kenya can now move forward, and Your Excellency, the decisions that you have made that have been ably been implemented by those below you brings to an end the politics of blackmail in our country. The use of violence for leaders to force themselves into government. Your Excellency, the situation is now for everybody to know that the only route to government is only one, the ballot box. And that brings an end to that chapter, and we ask those people now to go back to the drawing board and prepare for the next general election in 2027. I want to say, Your Excellency, I want to encourage our officers in uniform, the gallant men and women who have lived up to their oath of office to protect life and property from criminals. We want to urge our officers to stay put and not to be bothered by unnecessary criticism. And if those people do not want the police on the streets, all they need to do is keep off the streets. Had they not come to the streets, our policemen would not have left the police lines. So they are the ones who have invited them. And I want to say the police are available for open invitation any day. So if you don't want them to have an engagement with them, please don't invite them. But don't sit there and imagine that you can destroy property, kill people, and then the police can come and kiss you. It will not happen. Tuongee ukweli. Wewe kama hutaki muambiane maneno na polisi, wewe kaa kwako nyumbani. There's no policeman who will come to your house. So we want to urge our officers, and I particularly want to thank the Regional Commissioner Central Kenya, the Police Commander Central Kenya, and all the commanders, and all our security and intelligence committees within this region, the 5 counties, for a good job that you did to protect life and property and to restore hope to the people of this region. We want to say thank you. Our political leaders, I want to thank you in a special way, because you said you cannot remain in Nairobi when your people are being butchered and brutalized by criminals. And we want to urge you to take care of the people who elected you. With those very many remarks, I request you to be upstanding and help me welcome the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Mr. President.
Basi, asanteni sana. Tafadhali tuketi.